Good morning. Good morning. All right, how are we doing today? All right, well, if you don't know me, my name is Max Newton. I work here on staff. I'm a full-time graduate student at the New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. I'm pursuing the MA in Counseling as well as the MA in Theology. As part of one of the requirements for my program to graduate for the counseling degree, we have what's called practicum, and then we have internship. This is where we are seeing clients face-to-face from the public community. And this is also required for licensure in the state of Louisiana to practice legally as a licensed professional counselor. So as an option to take for my internship, for my first internship for next year, I have been accepted and hired by the missions agency Wycliffe Bible Translators. It's a nonprofit independent missions agency devoted to the work of Bible translation in every known language to every known people group in the world. That's a lot of languages and a lot of people groups. Much of the work involves trained linguists to learn languages and produce materials within that language for the people group. Languages like Spanish and French, we already have Bibles in these languages, but other languages in remote places, in particular people groups, there are no Bibles in those languages. So, and so we need linguists to train those. We need to train linguists in order to learn those particular languages for those particular people groups, all the way from Greek and Hebrew to their language. So that's a lot of time-consuming, energy-depleting, emotionally taxing, and often lonely work. That's a lot. That's a lot of stressful things to do. So depression, anxiety, and trauma can also happen on the field. Human beings are not immune to suffering in the fallen world. So losing loved ones, surviving natural disasters, facing persecution. I mean, there's all kinds of things that can happen on the field. And so we have mental health support that is available to missionaries. We have field support that's usually called member care. It could also be called field support just in general. So we have health care like nurses and doctors as well that work with missions agencies. And so for this internship, while it's counting for my program hours, would be solely a volunteer position. I would not be paid for anything in this, and this will be a type of mission effort to volunteer with Wycliffe and serve their people in the mission task of training individuals getting ready for that field. So it would be at the Summer Institute of Linguistics in Dallas, Texas. We have students there. We have other missionaries there. They are training and learning languages, preparing to go to the field. So there's a lot of field support over there. And so all of this, however, does require financial support. They are not funded like the International Mission Board. They are an independent missions organization. So in the effort of raising funds to support my time being there for 6 months next year from January to June, I'm asking for a minimum of $2,500 to support my staying there, which will help pay for lodging, food, and other basics while I'm gone. Being that I will be gone, I will also be away from my primary job working at the seminary, so that's also a consideration too. In terms of how to donate, to my understanding, we can do this cleanly and simply by way of directly giving the money to the church or to me, and you can simply pay with cash or check. Put it in an envelope. Please write my name, Max Newton, and write the word Wycliffe, Wycliffe, so as to distinguish that envelope specifically if you're willing to donate. And this mission effort is to come alongside those who are training to do the very special work on the field and be a part of the mission task by supporting them with the needed health care. This will also be a great experience for me personally. This is where I do feel God is calling me to the future already, to work with missionaries, to be on the mission field, to be doing this type of work. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very honored, I'm blessed, I'm privileged to receive this calling from the Lord God, and I'm thoroughly excited to continue and pursuing Him in all things. If you have any more questions about this, you can come and ask me directly. I can give you more information about that. But just to announce it just now, so now it's out in the open, you guys have heard. So again, thank you so very much for listening.
Very good. So Max will be serving next semester in Dallas, Texas for Wycliffe Bible Translators. So we want to help him. And so if you want to give to that, just write on your envelope, your check, that you want it to go to Max Newton, and we will help him out with that, and we'll take up money as long as we need to help him out. So we're excited about that for Max. He'll both be getting his counseling work that he needs for seminary, but also be serving with that mission agency.